Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Charles Coachman, and this is Bay Area Let's Talk Music. Let's talk music. World off, music on. It is Monday, March 22nd, 3 o'clock in the Pacific, 6 o'clock on the East Coast. Hey, I just like to make sure that I give shout outs to those that are having birthdays, and I want to get that going first thing. And it is happy birthday to a dear friend of mine, Julie Garcia. Julie, wishing you a very, very happy birthday. I know that that dear husband of yours is taking good care of you, so that's not a concern. Julie, happy birthday. If it is your birthday out there, happy birthday to you. Wishing you all a very happy, happy birthday. And Julie Garcia, especially you. Especially you, Julie. Enjoy it. Let's see what we got next. Let's check this out real quick. I like to talk about the companies that we're using and utilizing. And one of them is Ken Walls, and that is the Grow Live Academy. Ken Walls, Grow Live Academy. It is an awesome program. And if you are interested in going live and making yourself your own platform to do it with, Ken Walls gives you everything that you're going to need. Everything that you're going to need to do this with. And the company that we are using to go live and the platform that we are on is StreamYard.com. StreamYard.com, an awesome platform, makes it so easy to go live. And then I am using Hippo Video to stay in contact with my clients. Hippo Video, here it says .io, but .com will get you right to them. And it is an excellent platform to use to stay in touch with your clients. Let's see here. Boom, let's take care of that. Put this back up and pop this back in. I am Charles Coachman. My number is 408-439-0766. You can call me at my cell or text me if you got a message for me. You can certainly leave us a message on our Facebook page. We have Bay Area Let's Talk or Charles Coachman. And then we are also on YouTube under Charles Coachman. And then we post videos on the soundtrack of my life. And that is something that I've set up for the music that I like. So it's just a page on Facebook. Take a look there and you can find music, you can find lyrics, memes, but everything having to do with music and the music that I loved while I was growing up. And if I loved it, a lot of you loved it because I grew up in a great age for music, that's for sure. A young boy during the 60s, becoming a teenager and growing up in the 70s, and then hey, the 80s were next. And that time between the late 50s and late 70s, early 80s was an excellent time for music. But then you would have to take my word on that. But I want you to, hey, if you love music, love it. I don't care what it is. Just enjoy it. I'd prefer it weren't rap, but hey, I've got kids that love rap and some rap artists, so we get used to it. And then I also had a nephew that put out a rap CD of his own and went and did an awful lot of shows here in the Bay Area. So, hey, you never know. You never know. And I would have leaned more towards country and Western if I was out there doing something. This, again, is Bay Area Let's Talk, and let's talk music. So I want to dig right in. You know, I looked at this page today and I decided, oh man, there's just not too much to talk about. So I'm going to do something else. But this page there was actually a little bit to do with, and that is coming from, and I need to look up these guys' website again so I get it right. This Day in Rock. And so I use this to dig up dates for music as reminders. I go through a half a dozen sites looking for things to talk about, but this one has a pretty good list of things. They're like every kind of website, they make their mistakes, but hey. And I looked at this today and I said, well, this is a mistake. On this date in 1931, William Shatner was born. Found his fame in Star Trek. But he also did some music, if you can call it that, as he talks his way through songs. He did Mr. Tambourine Man. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man. Mr. Tambourine Man. And I've heard him do a few other songs, and I'm saying, well, this is not quite music. But William Shatner, happy birthday nonetheless. Let's take a look at this and let's figure this out. Born in 1931. That means William Shatner is 90 years old. How did that happen? 90 years old? Oh my goodness. William Shatner, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Born on this date in 1943. Guitarist George Benson. Born in Pittsburgh. And he had some top 5 hits. Give Me the Night, Turn Your Love Around. And I can't believe it, if On Broadway wasn't a top hit. Come on. On Broadway, I think, had to be his biggest hit. He was awesome with that. So George Benson, happy birthday to you. God bless you, man. Born in 1943. On this date in 1956, Carl Perkins had put out his song Blue Suede Shoes and was getting ready to go to New York and do the Perry Como show and the Ed Sullivan show, and was in a bad accident and was severely injured. So his dear friend Elvis Presley helped him out by recording the song Blue Suede Shoes and had an amazing hit himself. So instead of Carl Perkins getting all the glory for it, believe it or not, Elvis got a little bit of glory. But Carl Perkins got some money. Got some money because he was the writer of that song. So Elvis and Carl, well done. And rest in peace, guys. Born on this day, Susan Sullivan, singer, one of the singers from the Human League, born on this date in 1963. Do you remember their big hit? She was with the Human League. Do you remember their big hit? Don't You Want Me? Don't You Want Me, Baby? Don't You Want Me? I love that song. I loved that song. I should say I really enjoyed it. In 1967, on this date, The Who played their first American gig. Their first American gig was played at New York's Paramount Theater in 1967. Let's take a quick look up here. Rap is big on the East Coast. Mark Rodriguez. Do you have an affiliate link? Do you, sir, have an affiliate link? Rap is big on the East Coast. Rap is big everywhere. Rap is huge. My ears just weren't made for it. If I'm not mistaken, Carl Perkins became the ultimate affiliate. Yes, he did have an affiliate link himself. And he tied everything up in blue suede shoes. Oh, I'm still laughing inside. This date in 1970, Simon and Garfunkel. Their big hit, Bridge Over Troubled Water, #1. The album The album and the single ended up winning 6 Grammys. 6 Grammys for those guys for that album. 1974, the Eagles released their third album, On the Border. On the Border. And if you were an Eagles fan, that was a huge album. A song that a lot of people don't ever think about was a song about James Dean. And just a great hit. Or My Old 55. People do not think of it. But the Eagles, they have put out nothing. The Eagles are my favorite American band, but I classify them as country rock because they came out, their first albums were really, really country crossover. And then they did Hotel California, which had a lot of rocking going on in it. But I kind of California country rock, I guess. But because my favorite band overall is The Doors. In 1974 on this date, this is a sad date for me, 10 years after played their last gig at the Rainbow Theatre in London. So that means Alvin Lee played his last time with 10 years after, and they were an awesome, awesome band. This date in 1975, the #1 album on Billboard's charts was Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. In 1975, Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. 1978 on this date, the Police signed their record deal to A&M Records. A&M Records. And their first album was awesome. Awesome. 1980 on this date, Pink Floyd's The Wall. The Wall goes to #1. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful album. And then, of course, they took advantage of what was happening now with videos, because by then MTV was ready to rock. And so they were ready to go. Pink Floyd in 1980. 1989, after 33 years as being the America and the world's oldest teenager, Dick Clark says goodbye to American Bandstand. The oldest teenager. Rest in peace, Dick Clark. In 1997 on this date, Paul McCartney's birth certificate was sold. It sold to a bidder for Beatles memorabilia for $84,146. Have you guys ever thought about getting a copy? $84,146. In 2000, a fan falls 90 feet to his death during a Kiss concert held at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. 90 feet. Now, I remember being at a Rolling Stones concert in 1981, and the same thing happened at Candlestick Park. Somebody was a little inebriated and took a nosedive from the top deck at Candlestick Park. And I think it happens at all the stadiums where people get inebriated and somebody does something stupid. Love you too, man. You know that. You crazy guy. Charles Coachman, the time and effort you put into your shows is greatly appreciated. Your rendition of William Shatner performing tambourine. Yeah, it'll be forgotten in about 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, it was forgotten about. Ozzy Osbourne in 2004, and this is where we're going to finish up This Day in Rock, and then we're going to switch to something else. This Day in Rock 2004. Ozzy Osbourne was voted the nation's favorite ambassador to welcome aliens to planet Earth. The 55-year-old topped the Yahoo poll as the face people wanted aliens to see first to represent humans. Woo! Ozzy Osbourne. You rock, baby. Go for it. Go for it, Ozzy. All right. Let's take a look. I'm going to share the screen real quick. And I wanted to pick up something and scoot right over to the top 50 albums out of the top 100 albums in 1971. I'm just going to read through the top 50. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I can find it here. Boom. Boom. Let's pop it up. Let's see what we're showing here. I want to make sure that we can see it. Can we see it? Top 50. Let's make sure that we can see that. Boom. I hope that you can see it. But I'm going to read them off. Top 50 albums out of the top 100. Let's start off with Aretha Live at Fillmore West. Aretha Franklin. I've never even heard of this one. Stormcock. Roy Harper. In the Land of Gray and Pink. Caravan. Number 47, Teenage Head, The Flamin' Groovies. Muswell Hillbillies, The Kinks. Number 45, Madman Across the Water, Elton John. And that would have had Levon on there. Four-Way Street, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. The Low Spark of High-Heeled Boys, Traffic, number 43. Coming in at number 42, Van Morrison with Tupelo Honey. Number 41, the Concert of Bangladesh. That was George Harrison's concert that he put on to raise money for the flood victims. Number 40, Roots by Curtis Mayfield. 39, Nursery Crime, Genesis. Number 38, Pawn Hearts, Vander Graaf Generator. 37, Love It to Death, Alice Cooper. Number 36, Santana 3 by Santana. 35, And Not As Good As a Wink to a Blind Horse, The Faces, and that was an awesome album. 34, If I Could Only Remember My Name, David Crosby. I'm sure he had many nights like that and many mornings. 33, The Big Man, Isaac Hayes. 32, The Stylistics, by the Stylistics. 31, Soul Revolution by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Number 30 was Nilsson Schmilsson. Nilsson Schmilsson by Nilsson. 29, Tago Mago or Tago Mago by Can. 28, Killer by Alice Cooper. 27, Curtis Live, Curtis Mayfield. Number 26, Just As I Am by Bill Withers. And I believe that would have had on Lean on Me. 25, Pieces of a Man by Gil Scott-Heron. 24, Al Green, Gets Next to You by Al Green. Number 23, the Yes album by Yes. 22, Surf's Up, the Beach Boys. 21, Teaser and the Firecat by Cat Stevens. 20, Meddle, Meddle, Meddle by Pink Floyd. Number 19, Ram by Paul and Linda McCartney. Oh, let's hide that just a little bit. Yeah. Number 18, Master of Reality, Black Sabbath. Here's a nice name. Number 17, Maggot Brain by Funkadelic. 16, Every Picture Tells a Story. This was an incredible album by Rod Stewart. Number 15, Pearl by Janis Joplin. Number 14, Electric Warrior by T-Rex. Number 13, Fragile by Yes. Number 12, Aqualung by Jethro Tull. Number 10, Imagine by John Lennon. Probably the biggest selling album and certainly the biggest selling song of John Lennon's career. At number 9, At Fillmore East, the Allman Brothers, and this kicked off their career right there. This kicked off the Allman Brothers' career because this was just an awesome album. Number 8, my favorite American rock and roll group, LA Woman by The Doors. Number 7, one of the best albums ever put out, Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones. Number 6, Tapestry by Carole King, which just ate up everything at the Grammys that year. She was everything. Number 5 out of 50. There's a riot going on. Sly and the Family Stone. Sly and the Family Stones was another Bay Area group. Just an incredible group. And Sly did a lot of different things for a lot of different groups here in the Bay Area. He was a producer for a lot of groups that people didn't even know about. And then he formed his band, and he was a rock legend. He is a rock legend. Going into the top 4, Blue by Joni Mitchell. Who's Next by The Who. Just a phenomenal album. Number 2, Led Zeppelin 4. Led Zeppelin. And the number 1 album of 1971, let's make sure we get that right, What's Going On. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. There just wasn't a better album. So that was the top 50 albums for 1971. And in that top 50, there were a lot of people I don't even recognize at all. So I've got some work to do. I've got a bunch of years to catch up on. So here we are. We are back. It is World On. Well, World Off, music on. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to close it down. Would love to hear some Rush news sometime. Rush Limbaugh, you got it, man. Hey, I'll talk about Rush Limbaugh, the big guy out of the South. But I got a feeling you're talking about Canada. And the loss of Neil Peart, was it 2 years ago now? Or was it only a year ago? They had a fantastic band. There was no doubt about it. I didn't know. You're a Rush fan? Mark, I can't believe that. But to each his own. I could never handle the voice of the lead singer. I just said, oh my goodness. And I am tripping on his name. What's his name, Mark? You can give it to me. You can give it to me. I just can't. I'm blanking on it. I'm more into Gordon Lightfoot when it comes out of Canada. That's the way I roll. All right, my friend. Yes, sir. Let's talk about the boys from Rush. We'll do that at some point. But for the next few weeks on Fridays, still talking about Bay Area. Geddy Lee. Damn it. Geddy Lee. Got it. Geddy Lee. Got it. He does have just a wild, wild voice. Just nothing. I don't think there was a voice that could compare to it in rock and roll. Not that I think many men want to have a voice that can get up that high. Although Barry Gibb managed to do it once in a while. But I think his music was a little bit different. All right. That is the end of tonight's or this afternoon show. Keep rocking. Enjoy your day. Have an awesome, awesome night. If you'd like to share this out, we would love it. It'll be going over to our Facebook and YouTube pages. Enjoy. Have a great day. We are going to be up early in the morning as we prepare for our Bible reading first thing in the morning. So, world off, music on, rock on. Have a great day. Even Rush fans deserve a great day. Take care. God bless. We'll see you. Bye.